Hello and welcome to this preview of the tutorial for Leave the Door Open by Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak and Silk Sonic. This free video will give you about 20 minutes of the full tutorial, which is nearly an hour in length. In the full exclusive tutorial, I'll take you through the whole song note by note with accompanying sheet music. You don't need to be able to read sheet music to follow this tutorial, and I'll give you easy workarounds for the more difficult parts of the song. The full tutorial is available free to all Pianoversion Patreon subscribers and also purchasable as an individual product at pianoversion.org. The direct link to this product is listed in the description and pinned comment below. All exclusive extended tutorials are available to Patreon members. Visit Patreon/Pianoversion UK or click the links below to subscribe for just £8 a month. Also included for Patreon members are 3 free sheet music downloads a month, priority requests, members-only live events, including a monthly live transcription and much more. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the channel. Leave the Door Open starts in the key of C major. That means there are no sharps and flats, but there are quite a lot of accidentals as we go through, which we'll get to when we get to them. It does modulate and goes up a semitone into D flat major. We'll start at the beginning. The intro is a little bit of the chorus to start with. So we're going to start on an F major 7 chord. So in the left hand, we're going to play octave F. So we're going to put our thumb on F below middle C and our little finger on the F below that. If octaves are too much of a stretch for us, we'll play the lower one. We'll take that as a general rule throughout the song unless I say otherwise. Our right hand is going to play middle C with our thumb, E with our index finger, and A with our little finger above that. So it's an F major 7, which means it's an F major chord, F, A and C, with the major 7 on the top. So that's an E on the top, but we're voicing it like that. And we're going to play 1, 2, first 2 beats, and then on beat 3, we're going to play the right hand 4 times, 3 E and A, and then on beat 4, we're going to go 4 and. So it goes 1, 2, 3 E and a 4 and that later in the chorus goes with lyric, I'ma leave the door open. On beat 1 of the second bar, we're going to restrike those F octaves, 1, 2, 3 E and a 4 and 1 and. So on beat 1 and with the right hand, everything moves down 1 white note and we play a G major chord. So our thumb is on B below middle C, index finger now on D above middle C, and a little finger on G above that, which gives us a G major chord with F in the bass. We call that G over F. So that goes on beat 1 and. 1 and again it goes with the lyric, I'ma leave the door open. And we hold that for the whole bar. Shift your left hand down a little bit whilst you're holding that. The pedal is going to be held through each chord. So we pedal, pedal. And on beat 4 and, we're going to play with our middle finger, G. We've just played the F with our little finger. We move down, we play G with our middle finger, F with our 4th finger, going to octave E's on the next bar. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1. On that octave E, we're going to play the same 3 notes that we played in the previous bar. B, D and G. Now with E in the bass, that makes it an E minor 7 chord. So an E minor chord with the 7th on top, not the major 7th this time. So that's a D natural. We'll play that for 2 beats. 1, 2. Then we're going to move the voicing up with the right hand. So our thumb is on D above middle C, middle finger on G above that, little finger on B above that, and we're going to go 3 E and a 4. 1, 2, 3 E and a 4, and that's I'ma leave the door. Then we're going to move up to E. This is all above middle C now. E with our thumb, G with our index finger, A with our middle finger, and C above middle C with our little finger. While the left hand is going to go move down to octave A's, which means we're going to an A minor 7 chord. So the right hand hits it on beat 4 and, 3 E and a 4 and, then beat 1, the left hand plays the octave A. So it's 1, 2, 3 and a 4 and 1. Then move the voicing down 1 in the right hand. So we play the same 4 notes, but now the C is the bottom note with our thumb. So C, E, G and A. That's on beat 1 and. Then on beat 2 and. Back to the first voicing. Thumb on E, G, A and C above. And then back to the second voicing, C at the bottom, E, G and A. It goes 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Lyrically in the chorus that goes, I'm gonna leave the door open, open. And that's the intro. Let's play it through. So we're starting on the F major 7 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2. Hold 4 and a 1, 2, 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. What you doing? That takes us into the verse. Now the verse stays with that chord sequence with a few little flourishes in between, but we're going to play it slightly differently now. So the vocals are going, what you doing? Where you at? That's on that bit, okay? So the left hand is going to go back to the same octave Fs that we played at the beginning of the intro. Now we're going to go 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. Same movement, G, F, E. Octave E's, 1, 2 and 3, 4. And then on the A minor this time, we're just going to play a single note A. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and we go A, B, C. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. While the right hand is going to play a lower voicing of the F major 7. So we're going to have our thumb on A below middle C, middle finger on middle C, and little finger on E above that, without the pedal on here for the beginning, because we're going to go staccato 1 and 2 and. The left hand isn't going to play staccato. The left hand's going to go hold, off, hold, while the right hand goes short, 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 long. 1 and 2 and 3. And then you can put your foot on the pedal once you've played the long notes. You can put the foot on the pedal on beat 3. 1 and 2 and pedal, hold. And then we play again, the F's in the left hand. Now the right hand is playing a G chord, but a lower voicing than we played in the intro. So we're just moving down 1 white note. So G with our thumb, B with our index finger, and D with our 4th finger. We're going to start staccato, go 1 and a 2 and 3. So this time it's just 2 staccato notes, 1 and a 2 and on the and we hold it long again, 1 and a 2 and 3, and then put your pedal down after you've played the long note. Now when we go to the E minor 7, we're going to hold the same voicing that we've just played for the G over F, and we're going to play the same rhythm that we played at the F major 7. So we're going to go 1 and 2, hold, so short, 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 long. We get to the A minor 7 chord. Our thumb stays on G, while our middle finger plays middle C, and our little finger plays E above middle C. Now, rhythmically for the first 2 beats, it's the same as the second bar. So 1 and a 2 and. So short, short, long. And then we've got a little pickup. The left hand's going A, B, C, while the right hand is going to play single note G. And then we're going to play a G chord, G, B, and D, followed by a C chord, G, C, and E. So our thumb stays on the G, da, 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 while the index finger goes B to C with the middle finger, and our 4th finger plays D to E, and 4 E and. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4 E and. So, and it's short, short, long. So that A minor 7, nice and steady, goes 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 E and. 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 E and. Then we repeat those 4 bars chordally with a couple of changes. So the F major 7 chord is the same. The G over F is the same until beat 4, where we're going to start on a G, but we're going to go 4 E and A, and that's G, A, G, F. 4 E and A. Then we go to the same E minor 7 as we went before. 1 and 2 and. Hold. Then on the A minor 7, we've got this lovely figure. we're going to play octave A's in the left hand, 1 and a 2 and. So it's long, long, short. And I'm playing the pedal on each one. Long, long, short until we get to the C. And we're going to play A, B, C, A, B, C. And that A, B, C is the same as we play in the first half of the verse. A, B, C, A, B, C. And it's 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4, E and a. The right hand is going to play the same rhythm. Our thumb is going to stay on G through the whole thing. You also want your index finger resting on B, middle finger resting on C, fourth finger resting on D, and little finger resting on E. We're not going to need to move from there. So the first chord, we're just going to play G and C with our middle finger. 1 and a. We're going to play a G major chord, G, B, and D, with a B in the bass on the second chord. And then we're going to play the C major chord, G, C, and E on the third. So it's 1 and a 2 and. With the pedal, it's 1 and a 2 and. And then and 4 and. So we go back and we play the same 3 chords again, just with a different phrasing. So G and C, G, B, and D, and then G, C, and E. 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4, E and a. So we're going to play pedal, pedal, off, pedal. So I'm putting my pedal back on for that C chord at the end. Let's play through the whole of that verse. Starts, what you doing? 2, 3, 4. What you doing? F major 7 to the G. Oh, you got plans? Don't say that. E minor 7. I'm sipping wine in a robe. A minor 7. I look too good to be alone. My house clean, repeating. My pool warm. Just shave smooth like a newborn. We should be dancing, romancing in the east wing and the west wing of this mansion. What's happening? Takes us to the pre-chorus. The pre-chorus is the I am playing no games. That's that section. Now the chord sequence changes here, and it actually kind of it spreads out a little bit phrasing-wise. A lot more sustain at this point. So we're going to go. Our first chord is an E flat major 7. Now we're playing octave E flats in the left hand. Here's middle C with the 2 E flats below middle C. While the right hand is going to play G below middle C with our thumb, B flat above that with our index finger, D above that with our middle finger, and G above that with our little finger. Now if that stretches too much, just play the top 3 notes. So move your thumb to a B flat, index finger D, and little finger G. Now that's the general rule for this section. If those 4 notes, if the 4 notes spread on a chord, which happens throughout the whole of the pre-chorus, is too much of a stretch, pick the top 3 chords unless I say otherwise. We're still in the same place with the octaves, playing the low one if we can't play the octaves. Okay, so E flat major 7, we're going to go all those notes together, 1, 2, and again. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and a 4. So we restrike the thumb in our right hand, followed by the thumb in our left hand, and then the right hand chord plays on beat 4. 1, 2, and 3, and a 4. Get used to that phrase, it's going to come back quite a bit. 1, 2, and 3, and a 4. And those thumb repeats are a little bit lighter than the rest of the chord, so they're kind of decoration. 1, 2, and 3, and a 4. And then but the chords are stronger. Then we're going to go to an A flat major 7 chord. So A flats in the left hand go down to the A flats. The thumb and the little finger are going to stay on the G that we played before, while our index and middle finger are going to move to C and E flat. That's middle C. And we're going to play the exact same phrase, 1, 2, and 3, and a 4, using our thumbs. And then we're up to if you're trying to lay in these arms. We're going to go back to a 3-note voicing of A flat major 7 and single note in the left hand. So we go to the higher A flat now. I'm going to play G, C, and E minor. Then we go to a G minor 7. Everything moves down 1. So we play G in the left hand. These are quarter notes or crotchets, each of these. 1, 2. Right hand plays F, B flat, and D. G in the bass. Followed by an F minor 7. So F in the left hand, E flat, A flat, and middle C in the right hand. So it's 1, 2, 3. Now we go to a lovely chord, passing chord, a B flat major chord. So we move back up to the voicing we played on the F, B flat and D in the right hand, but we're going to play a C in the bass. This is on beat 4. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Have your thumb ready because you're going to play G in the left hand. And we're going to play an F major 7 chord, 4-note voicing in the right hand. So F, A, C and E, that's middle C. If that 4-note voicing is too much, just play the top 3 notes, A, C and E. And that's on beat 4 and, so it goes 4 and we're going to play a G in the bass. So it's an F major 7 over G. Lovely chord sequence here. A flat major 7, G minor 7, F minor 7, B flat over C, followed by F major 7 over G. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. On beat 2, we stab this F major 7 over G. Right hand doesn't move, left hand just adds the lower octave. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. I'ma leave the door open. That takes us into the chorus. So let's play through that pre-chorus. So we're starting on the E flat major 7. I'm going to sing it down the octave because it's getting pretty high. 2, 3, and 4, and I ain't playing no games. Every word that you say is coming straight from the heart. So if you're trying to lay in these arms, I'ma leave the door open. And we're into the first chorus. We're back to the same chord sequence as the verse and the intro. So we're going to start on an F major 7. And we're going to play the same voicing that we play at the beginning of the verse, not the intro. So octave F's, lower one if you don't want to do octaves. I'm going to play A, C and E. That's middle C there with the right hand. And we're going to go 1, 2 and 3. And we hold the left hand and we hold the pedal down. We're going to jump up nice and high, thumb on C above middle C, index finger on E above that, and little finger on A above that. And we're going to play that phrase, I'm going to leave the door open. So we're going to C, A and E, 3 E and a 4 and, then restrike those Fs, 1 and that's B, D and G, so that's the G over F, 3 E and a 4 and 1 and 2 and then we're going to jump back down and play G, B and D to keep it nice and strong, to keep it nice and full with the chord there. And we're going to play that 1 and 2 and 3, 4. We're going to restrike it on beat 4. So those first 2 bars, F major 7 followed by G over F, go 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Similarly now, with the E minor 7, keep that same voicing, G, B and D with the right hand, move to octave E's in the left hand, 1, 2 and 3 E and a 4. So we're jumping back up again. We've got a quick jump there to D, an octave above middle C, G above that and B above that, 3 E and a 4 and 1. So this is the same phrase that we play in the intro, just an octave above. 3 E and a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We don't jump back down on that one. Now if you're wanting an easier version, if the jumps are too much or too quick, then don't play the second chord. We're just going to go 1, 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So we're taking out those quick jumps, 1, 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Don't forget that the pedal needs to come off between when we change chords. So then the last 4 bars of the chorus, we go back to our F major 7 voicing that we started with, and we're going to play 8th notes or quavers, and we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then our thumb's going to add with the right hand the F underneath the A, C and E. If that's too much of a stretch, just stay on the A, C and E, while the left hand is going to jump down and play G octaves below that, and we're going to go 1 E and a 2. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2. Then we're up to tell me that you're coming. we're going to play a C major 9. That means it's a C major chord with the major 7 and the 9th above it as well. Lovely, nice chord on that. We're going to play G, B, D, and E with the right hand all around middle C, while the left hand plays octave Cs. 1, 2, and 3. With the pedal down, jump up and play D, E, B, and C, an octave above that. 1, 2, and 3, whilst you restrike the left hand. Then we move to a A7 chord, but with a flat 9 in there. That means we're adding the B flat to an A7 chord. So our left hand plays A's, 1, 2, and 3, 4, while the right hand is going to play G below middle C, B flat, C sharp, and E. You can play that C sharp with your middle finger or your fourth finger, depending on what feels more comfortable. It makes it a diminished chord in the right hand, but because we're playing that A in the left hand, it makes it the A7 with a flat 9. We go 1, 2, and so with the pedal still down, we jump up above an octave above middle C, C sharp, E, G, and B flat together. So those two bars go 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. So let's play through the chorus. So we're going, if you're trying to 3, 4, if you're trying to lay in these arms, I'ma leave the door open, I'ma leave the door open, I'ma leave the door open, girl, I'ma leave the door, A minor 7, we're going to F major 7, feel the way I feel, and you want me like you want me tonight, babe. Tell me that C major 9, 3. Oh, you're so sweet. We're into the second verse.